Hi, this is Josh from Over the Shoulder Coding, where I help you prepare for software engineering interviews by guiding you through solving real problems. In day 13, we are working with abstract classes. Abstract classes are a special type of class only available in certain languages. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated, but they can be subclassed. When an abstract class is subclassed, the child class needs to implement all the abstract methods of the parent class. The abstract classes are similar to interfaces, but there are two key differences. The most obvious is that while a class can implement multiple interfaces, a class cannot inherit from multiple abstract classes. The other difference is that abstract classes can have private methods and non-static or final properties. This means that a child class can inherit and modify the properties of the abstract class, as well as implement private methods of the class that cannot be accessed by other classes. If you are making a game like The Sims, you might want to use abstract classes to define different objects. For instance, animal and car might be two abstract classes you would define. Each subclass of car would implement the abstract methods depending on what model car it was, and you would be able to modify the state of private methods or fields to determine how the subclass operated under the hood. Having strict inheritance here would make sense since you would not want a class to implement a car and an animal interface. If you want to learn more, click on the Abstract Classes link, and it will take you to the Oracle Java docs, which do a great job of explaining the concept in more detail. Our task today is to implement the child class of an abstract book class as our MyBook class. It will inherit from the book and have a constructor to take in three parameters: a string title, a string author, and an integer price. MyBook class will also need to implement the abstract display method to print three lines. The first is title, a space, and then the current instance's title. Then author, a space, and then the current instance's author. And price, then a space, then the current instance's price. Let's take a look at the example case. We take in three lines: the alchemist, Paulo Coelho, and 248. And the output is title, the alchemist, author, Paulo Coelho, and price, 248. Now let's take a look at the code HackerRank has provided us. We have an abstract class, book, that has a constructor taking a title and an author, as well as an abstract method, display, that we will implement in our MyBook class. HackerRank also nicely handles the input for us and captures it in the title, author, and price variables. They then initialize our MyBook instance by calling the constructor with the three variables, and then call our display method. We will need to create a constructor that takes in three parameters: title, author, and price, that will be called on line 12 here, as well as implement the display method. Now that we understand the problem and know our approach, let's dive into the code. First, let's set up our MyBook class. We create a MyBook class that inherits from the book class. Second, let's create our constructor that takes in three parameters: title, author, and price. We will rely on the superclasses constructor to handle our title and author parameters. Next, let's implement our display method. We will print out three variables on separate lines. We print title and author by accessing our superclasses properties for title and author. And we print price by accessing our own property price and converting it to a string. Okay, let's test our solution. Great, looks like we passed the test case. Let's submit. Looks like we passed all the test cases. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you missed the previous video, please click here to review it. Or click here to view the full HackerRank 30 Days of Code Challenge playlist. If you want to see me solve other problems, please comment down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you later.